please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pete just hit the switch for the audio? Audio switch? Oh, sorry. Thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Can I get a roll call?
Mr. Cook?
Here.
Mr. D'Adriano?
Here.
Mr. Rogan?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here. Can I get a motion on the reports?
Make a motion to approve the code compliance for October, code enforcement for October, dog, that's it.
That's
So
it?
moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion on the supervisor's report?
Make a motion to approve the supervisor's report for September, so moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Somebody like to make a motion on the minutes?
I'll move that we approve the town board meeting minutes of October 7th, 2020, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Somebody like to audit some bills?
I'll make a motion the town board approve abstract number 20, dated October 23rd, 2020, in the amount of $164,659.55. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have 8 budget transfers. Somebody like to make a motion on the budget transfer?
I make a motion the town board, the budget transfer to reallocate funds to the fire code officer personnel services, moving money from code enforcement personnel services, $2,550, to fire code personnel services expense account in the same amount. I'll make a motion that the town board approve budget transfer request number 23. So,
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. D'Adriano.
Okay, first item I have is the 2021 meeting schedule. So we all have a draft meeting schedule for 2021 from our assistant Sue Brown. I just want to read this memo from her because there's actually 2 parts I guess we have to look at here. Number 1 is the actual schedule, so kind of like what we did this year. So on the 3rd page there's a calendar. She was so kind to give us a calendar and kind of highlight the holidays. So as we did this year, pretty much our meetings are every 2nd and 4th Wednesday, except for when we go into October, we go into the 1st and 3rd Wednesday. I think that works out very well this year because it avoids a lot of the holidays, especially going into November. And September again has 5 Wednesdays in it, so we're still skipping a week, and then we're going right into October. So then we'll alleviate day before Veterans Day and also Thanksgiving, which is, I think that's pretty good. I think that works out well. So that's one part. The other part is our organizational meeting. So the first business day of 2021 is Monday, January 4th, to schedule an organization meeting. So she had suggested that we consider Wednesday, December 30th for our organizational meeting. You all right?
Yeah, it seems like this speaker's a little lower than any of the others, so they're saying they're having a hard time hearing for some reason. So I'm sorry.
Okay. Gotta use your outside voice.
So that makes sense if we.
I think that's better. You talk louder. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I'll talk louder. So how does everyone feel about having our organizational meeting on December 30th? She suggested 5 p.m., which is pretty good, a little earlier.
Yeah, that's fine.
It usually doesn't last that long. This way we can get all our business done, approve everything before the 4th of January. Yeah.
Works great.
Okay, so I would like to make a motion to approve the draft 2021 meeting schedule, including the organizational meeting to be held on December 30th of this year for 2021
You want to state the time?
at 5 p.m.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Next item I have is the planning department position. I'd like to, do I need a motion on that to, I'd like to move it, I'd like to table it till after our executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. All right, I also have I'm gonna take an item from Mary Smith's agenda.
All right, can we just,
Wanna wait till we get there?
yeah, wait till we get there?
Okay.
Because the town clerk sometimes has trouble following when we
Keep it in
jump
order.
around.
Yeah.
It's just been
Very well.
easy this way.
All right, Charles.
Okay. Next, we have tree removal over at Putnam Lake, and we received a memo from Dennis Mays, Building Operations and Maintenance, recommending that the tree that's a resident's concern of falling on their house on Lake Shore Drive, and he recommends we use Bill Henry Tree Service to remove this tree at a cost of $700. It's a dead ash tree, whose chip brush, clean up, cut and stack the wood. So I'll make a motion at the town board, the hiring of Bill Henry Tree Service to remove the tree at a cost of $700. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Just so everybody is aware, this is a tree that is on town property, so this will be a townwide charge.
Next, we have a similar situation over on into Lake and Drive, and Dennis is recommending we use, how do you say this, Osario Tree Service to remove the tree at a cost of $2,400. And as the supervisor previously said, this, again, this tree is on town
No.
property.
No. This tree is on Park District property.
That's not what the memo says.
I understand that.
Okay.
That's why I'm clarifying it for you.
Oh, okay. So on Park District property,
This is at Memorial Ball Field. It is a very, very large oak that I did take a look at on the side of a very steep embankment. It's making access to it difficult.
okay. So I'll make a motion that the town board approve Osorio's Tree Service to remove this tree at a cost of $2,400. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have a request from the assessor's office with regard to purchasing a laptop computer for their office. We have money in the budget. They have made their case to the supervisor, and it is needed, and it fits the bill for the assessor's operation. So I will make a motion that the town board approve the purchase from Dell Marketing of a computer. What is it? A docking station, external DVD drive, in an amount not to exceed $2,200. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good.
Sean?
Okay, first item we have, it relates to some highway improvements on Route 311. We had spoken about this earlier. I'm only going to read just a small section of the secret determination. But this is for a project that we had received some funding for from the State and Municipal Facilities Program to undertake certain highway improvements on and adjacent to Route 311 in the amount of $1,415,000. These improvements had been considered many years ago when we were reviewing Route 311 for a large project that was proposed at that time. Those improvements have not been made to date because the project hasn't moved forward. So with this funding, we're looking to move forward with making those safety improvements. So in essence, this is this action, like I said, was already contemplated, and so this document is a negative determination of significance for SECRA, so I'll move that we enter this document into the record as though read in its entirety and issue a negative secret determination for the unlisted action as referenced in the document. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Rich, I want to say it's been too many years since I was on planning board, and I'm thinking we did a lot of secret determinations, but this has been, I haven't done one in a long time, and so I was not remembering all of the
All the
lingo.
procedures?
Yeah.
As always, you did very
Well, thank you, Charles.
Yes,
I
you did.
appreciate that. And so the second item, we had mentioned also a couple of months ago that we are getting close to the expiration of our garbage contracts for garbage district number 1 over in Putnam Lake. And so our town supervisor has created the bid document to be used for responsible parties to bid for this. And this has the option of bidding for 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year terms. The supervisor has also let the town board know that it also allows for bulk pickup to be separated out from the bid so that we can fully evaluate how the town wants to move forward with that collection. And it also requires a bid for automatic, right, as well as manual pickup of the trash, right? So it does the
One-arm
they
bandit.
call it the one-arm bandit, but also the automated,
Correct.
which would require a change out in our garbage receptacles, which I know last time could be quite expensive.
If we accept that bid, yes.
Correct, but at least it gives a comparative. So we're looking at
I'm
hopefully
sorry,
getting,
would that include them providing receptacles?
So they would provide the receptacles the way it's laid out in the bid, that after 5 years, the receptacles would be the property of the town. If we cancel the contract after a year or 2 years, then we would prorate the value of those receptacles and have to compensate them for them.
makes sense.
Thanks.
But I think it's been a couple of years now since we went through this process, I
Yeah.
guess 5 years.
A lot of good
The previous
options.
bid, we saved a lot of money. This is gonna be an increase, there's no doubt about it. The numbers are gonna go up, which just remains to be seen how much.
Yeah.
So I will move that we advertise this bid document, and the proposals are due back on December 4th, 2020. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody have any comments? Okay, hearing none.
Thank you.
All right, first item on my agenda is a resolution to update our local road inventory. Our highway department maintains a road inventory which must be submitted and reviewed annually to the state DOT. There were a couple of very, very short roads that we identified that actually weren't on the inventory. So we have a resolution here adding those roads in. I'd like to move the resolution to the adoption and ask that it be entered into the minutes as though read. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Second item on my agenda is going to take a little bit of an explanation. I was contacted by an individual representing the Putnam County Chiefs Association. They are looking to submit a grant to an agency, which I still am not sure what the agency is because they haven't provided me that information. And they are requesting that everybody who's participating who may benefit from the grant contribute to the cost of its submission. The town of Patterson's contribution would be $600, which isn't a lot of money. But I have not gotten any clarity yet as to what the benefit to the town would be. Obviously, we're gonna need these radios for our ambulance, but it's not clear to me at this point if we're getting 1 radio or 3 radios. He hasn't provided that to me. And, you know, he asked that I put this on the agenda because this is very old. This started before COVID.
And are they mobile radios for a vehicle, or are they portable radios, handheld, both, all the above?
I have not gotten a lot of information. So while it's not a lot of money, and I really want to, I would love to participate in this, we can do this a couple of different ways. We can, approve the expenditure of $600 for participation in the grant and set specific conditions, or we can hold off till we have more information.
Rich, I'd be amenable to approving it pending you getting that extra information so that it's ready to roll. So when they meet with you and get you the information, it's already been approved, the 600. You just need to get more specifics on what they're requesting. It gives the series of Motorola radios in there. It gives what they're looking for. It just doesn't mean anything to me because I'm not a radio guy.
Sure, but the other problem is, as I said, are we getting, we're
Right.
gonna pay $600, are we
So-
getting one, or are we getting three?
Well, it's 20, what did they say, 20 agencies, and they're looking at $6 million? So I
Mhm.
hope it's more than 20 radios, right?
Well, yeah, there's 20 agencies, but you've gotta remember, every fire truck needs one, every chief's
Right.
vehicle needs
Yeah.
one.
Would it include, do you know if it includes installation? Because
I believe-
even one radio with installation, $600 is actually a bargain.
No, 600 is the person.
No, I'm saying.
No.
If we pay 600 to participate and we get one radio installed,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
still,
true enough.
we're still ahead of the game, I think.
That would be fab, you're right, absolutely.
Well, I like Sean's idea about us approving it, Mr. Supervisor, with you having a list of variables that you would discuss with, it looks like Mr. Fallon, and what we would be getting. And
So
if you're
Dick-
not happy with what you hear, we don't fill out the form and send it in.
So would you be comfortable doing this subject to the town's receipt of a letter of commitment providing for an equitable distribution of the grant funds that are received?
Equitable is a loose term,
It sure is.
yeah.
Yes.
So moved.
Do I have
Yeah,
a second
no,
for
it's fine.
discussion?
I mean, I think it's just a matter of knowing what the proposal is, and they may not know some of the details. Someone said, hey, we're gonna get 20 agencies together, we're gonna all pool our money, get a grant writer, we're gonna get all this money for these radios through Motorola.
If
Great.
they've got a fairly fixed number, 5,867,000 and change, there must be a basis on how many radios they need and how they're gonna be distributed.
Someone knows, correct?
Yeah.
It also says 13 fire departments, 5 ambulance corps, 1 police department, 1 highway department. Are they talking about the county?
Phillipstown.
That's the 20. Right.
And why?
Chiefs Association has
Go
approved.
down to the next to the last paragraph.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering why that one highway department, 1 police department would participate or was asked to participate.
Again, I don't have any background. This was something that they were working on before March. And, I happened to bump into the gentleman who is involved in this, and he, said this has been going on for a long time, and Denise had agreed that, the town wanted to participate, but we haven't heard anything. And I said, well, I haven't heard anything either, so send me the information and then,
I'll second the motion.
all right. All in favor?
All right.
All right.
Okay. Peter, you want to do this?
Okay, so we have a memo here from Denise Montana, our EMS supervisor. She received a letter of resignation from Michael Zingone.
Then go.
His last shift was yesterday, so I'd like to make a motion to accept Mr. Zangone's resignation, so moved, as EMT for the town of Patterson. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
With great regret. Mike has been great for the service and was one of the original EMTs.
Yeah.
I should also read Supervisor Montana's comment. Mr. Signone has been a valuable employee during this time at Town of Patterson EMS, and I wish him well with his future endeavors. Just to add to the comment, yes.
Is that it? You want me to take the controller's memo?
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Okay.
That's a little complicated.
So we received a request from our controller for clarification. We have an employee who started on January 2nd, 2020. 60 days from that date is March 2nd, 2020. Our employee handbook says that medical insurance or medical insurance buyout doesn't start until 60 days after the start date. But she's asking for clarification about will the benefit be effective on March 1st or April 1st?
So Rich,
Yeah.
assuming we have no problem with it starting March 1st, we just need to make a approval of the variance in this case from the 60 day would be 59 days. I think we should be looking at what the intent is of the rule and not the verbatim is where this runs a little bit.
Correct.
And I'm fine with the 59 days. This is,
All right, so I'm going to make a motion for the employee in question that we waive the 60-day requirement, actually the 2-month requirement, and her medical insurance or medical insurance buyout will be effective March 1st. So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the second employee, we have a start date of May 26th, 20. However, she was hired actually back in March, but she didn't start until June 1st. And our controller is asking for clarification about the effective date. Would the benefit be effective on June 1st or August 1st?
That's a little more interesting.
Yeah. I would err on the side because of COVID that I would be okay with the benefit being effective on June 1st.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That takes care of that. Does any town board member have any other business they wish to bring up at this time?
I guess it's more of an announcement than other business, but I think it's worth saying amongst the board and to the public that we should thank all of the people that have worked the elections. Regardless of the outcome, it's a tremendous task, and I thought that the Patterson site was highly efficient, well-run, and I just think it deserves a thank you from the town board that people show up and do that work, because it's obviously critically important to functioning of our community, so thank you.
That was a very important point, and, you know, the VFW, this was the first year that the VFW was an election site, and I heard so many positive stories coming out of the VFW about how people, you know, went there, they were being helped in and out, and so great job to all the poll workers.
I think the members of the VFW were actually helping, right?
I don't know, I didn't get names. They may have been, you may be
Yeah,
right.
that's what people were saying. I don't know if they just assumed they were members there, or, but yeah, I heard a lot of good things about the VFW and the rec center.
Yeah. All right, I do have one thing. Back in February, we did approve the easement agreements for the Ice Pond Estates subdivision, but we did miss a couple of the documents that need to be approved and that I need to sign, so the town attorney has prepared a resolution to accept those documents and authorize me to sign them. I'd like to make a motion to approve this resolution, ask that it be entered into the minutes as though read, so moved. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
And that is it. Public recognition. Does any member of the public wish to be recognized?
Motion to go into executive session?
Right?
Wait, stand by, hang on, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Just want to make sure they're there.
Checking the people online.
Right now. Just ask for public comments again, please.
Does any member of the public wish to be recognized, ask any questions They can do so through our videographer, but he's going to need to get a mic.
They're here, they're on, so. Kathleen, Joseph, Laura, anybody? Just at least.
No, thank you.
Okay, yeah, no, we're good.
Okay, can I get a motion to go into executive session?
Motion to go into executive session.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.